Hello again, welcome to MasterCAM courses. Just remember that we are creating our face toolpath, contour toolpath and drilling toolpath. After that, let's consider an pocket toolpath. Okay, let me turn to here, mill toolpaths and pocket toolpath. Okay, to be able to handle our pocket toolpath, I just need to select that and geometry, and then we can turn to the tool. Okay, let me create my tool. Maybe my tool can be 16 millimeter, and then we can turn to the of course before that let me turn to the cutting speed process and my feed rate and the plunge feed rate, of course. Okay, let me turn to the linking parameters. It can be retract absolute 5 and the feed plane absolute 1 and top of stock 0, and my depth is the absolute position can be here. Okay, so after that let me turn to the cut parameters. I just wanna leave some and stock to leave on the wall 0.2 and 0.1 millimeter for the floor and the wall. Okay, so we can also prefer to use the conventional machining or clamp and machining. Okay, this is the clamp machining and conventional machining. Okay, you can also see the pocket standard here, standard, facing, island and remachining and the open contour. Okay, I just need to select actually standard toolpath. Let me turn to the roughing. In the roughing process, we prefer to use our cutting method. Cutting method is quite important when you click on the parallel spiral clean corner and with the step over percentage of about your tool, of course, tool diameter. I prefer to use the 40% of my tool diameter. It is 6.4. We can also use the entry motion, and most of the time I prefer to use the ramp entry motion. You know that while we are entering our product, it is quite important to save your tool. Okay, so let me turn to the finishing process, and most of the time I don't want to use the finishing process actually, so I prefer to create and different actually toolpath. So when I am click OK button, you can see that clean corner operations here according to my step over, of course. So let me turn to here. Okay, we're gonna cut 0 to -8, so we need to slice that process, so that's why I just need to hit here, and then depth cuts is a 1 millimeter, and then it is calculated. You can see the some entry motion here, and you can also see the scallop and the clean corner process here. Okay, let me turn to the top, and then let's change our roughing process. This is the parallel spiral clean corner. We can also prefer to use the morph spiral. Okay, this is the morph spiral. You can also see that stuff here. You know that our step over is not constant in that process. So because of my geometry, of course, we can also prefer to use the true spiral. So that's not suitable for our process, of course. And okay, what can I say? This is also quite interesting, constant overlap spiral toolpath. Okay, that is actually a good toolpath, I think, but we cannot see any clearance corner. Okay, so that's why most of the time I prefer to use the parallel spiral clean corner approach and the width and 25% of my tool diameter. So okay, that's it. And after that, of course, this is the roughing process. As you remember, I just need to create my finishing process.